Thank you for your questions. First of all, I want to say that nothing is possible, but it's difficult. You have to know how to manage it. I know a lot of people, those who have not been successful in this, like managing two things, but there are some who have actively done both of the things. So I think there are three things that you have to keep in your mind. First is that you have to understand that your situation is bit difficult but manageable. First of all, as per your timing, I suggest that after coming from work, just sleep, and in morning study. About sleep, it's I think it's basically because you are trying to sleep at a later date, thinking that it would help you, but no. So it's much better for you just sleep, and in morning, whenever you are awake, just do it. In sleep, you could think about lot of things, but basically it is that you have to sleep at night, and it's about the same timing, not about 8 hours, but on the same time you have to sleep. Next is that about your study, you should go regularly classes, but I won't suggest it because I don't know the quality of education which you are getting it in the college. For example, it might happen that the teachers are not able to prepare you or even make their course on time. So I think it's better if you just systematically plan and don't depend on the school or college wherever you go for your study, because ultimately if you get failed, the only one who is going to get blamed is you, not the school or your circumstances. So second point is that you have to make a priority and accept your reality and start working toward self study. Now when you have just now these two things is important. Now first, now you are sleeping on time, same day, every day. Like after coming to work, just sleep, and then when you are morning, just study. Make a self plan that before exam I will complete, before 2 or 4 months I will at least read the book twice, or I am able to solve the questions, or if I have time I will able to do the past year question paper. Because trust me, nobody study for 10 hours a day every day. It's during the last 2 months or 3 months that they study for 18-16 hours. But for that, they don't just open the book on the last month. They already know what they are lacking, what they have to study. So if you have 1 hour time, I will just definitely suggest read as much as you can. Read the book, try to understand it, watch videos in first thing in the morning. Now the fourth thing is that your priority is just study. After you wake up, just study, just for 5 minutes is just, if you want to be freshen up or wash your mouth or brush, just 5 minutes in the washroom, and then come back and study for how much amount of time you are free. Okay, because after you are free, do anything you want, whether it's cooking, whether you want to go to take a shower or anything, but first in the morning, at least for 1 hour, study, because that would help you have a routine that whatever happen, whatever mood you are in, you will study, and you won't have excuse. Like if you came I hope you are in 11, but uh, you won't have a pressure, mental pressure of what to study if you just follow it daily study and for that time. Because the problem is that if you try to find shortcut, there is none. The shortcut, those the topper use, like past year question papers, they already know what are the materials that will be asked. They are only seeing the past year question paper to make them from 60 percentile or 70 percentile to 90 or 85. You are getting my point, right? They are not studying to knowing the topics or remembering okay, अच्छा इसमें ये टॉपिक्स है या फिर इसमें इतने पॉइंट्स होता है, पर they are studying it from that point of view, like studying daily, so they revise it. So the fifth point is revise. Okay, now I think there would be a quick that one. Sleep, it doesn't matter how much amount of sleep you are getting, sleep on time, whether it's 12 p.m or it's 11 p.m or 10 p.m. fix that schedule and go to bed. For the first week it might happen you won't be able to sleep, but every day it's not about how much you sleep, but you have to sleep on time, same day every day. And whenever you feel fresh, because you don't have any obligation in the morning, so it's better whenever you are awake just open it and then study, whether it is for 20 minutes or this one, just 5 minutes washroom and then just back to it. Why? Because because you don't have any physiological burden in you, you are fresh, you won't, at least you will think that your day was good. So even if you study for, like, if you wake up at 10 or even if you wake up at 6 or 8, doesn't matter, then you do it. And then after that 1 hour 2 hour whatever you want, you just watch it and then go to shower or make breakfast or even lunch or dinner, whatever you want to do. And then you can free time, it's yours only till 12, you have free time. That's it. Like whether it's for 1 2 or 3 hours, you can do that thing. Now when you go to that, now it's fixed, like two things are fixed. I will fix those two things, like I will study as soon as I wake up and I will sleep on time. These two things if you do, because you are in early stage, I won't give you last minute preparation tip so that you might not fail, but I want to make you excel in. So the best thing could be you can do is this only. Understood? So after doing these three, and then try to go to class if it's possible. If it's not, because it's your, whatever you are studying should not be dependent on what is taught in class. Your syllabus should be completed before your exam happens, at least 3 months before, because after 3 months there should only be questions. Okay, if it's physics, from first day itself it's better to just do numericals, because for example, if there is an Snell's law in optics we will study, the best way to study is that just look at it, try to understand it and then solve the questions. Because once you solve the 2 or 3 questions you might not be able to solve it, but after second day or third day when you go back to the law it would make much more sense. Okay, so each things have a different way to approach it, but until and unless you study daily you won't be able to reap benefits out of it. Okay, it's not like if you go to a gym, it might not happen that from the first day itself you can go from 80 kg to 100 kg in 1 week. There are ways, but if you are not able to lift even 15 kg for example, it's useless for that one. So I think in your case it's better. About sleep, don't stress, just go on sleep on time and just think about it, like 10 p.m 11 p.m doesn't matter, but go to sleep without alarm. Whenever you woke up, just woke up, because there is, I don't want to go into technical details of REM cycle, because if you think that you will wake up after 5 or 10 minutes, the problem is that the REM cycle is start, and a typical REM cycle is for 90 minutes, and if you after 30 minutes, even if you break, the cycle is broken. Because of that you will feel very sluggish. So it's better as soon as you woke up, just don't say 5 or 3 minutes, just woke up, go study that way. Just fix these two things. And about the other study techniques, as I've said, there are many. You can see at the pin comment, and like start doing questions. For example, in physics and maths it's better to just solve the problem first and then go to solution, especially the derivatives, because even if you study derivatives only you can pass easily, because questions can be solved, some of the formulas are this one. So it's better to study from a question bank. Definitely solve the questions daily, whether physics, chemistry is bit like memorization. So about the two techniques which I would say suggest is active recall and spaced repetition. Once those two things, like going to sleep on a particular time and waking up as soon as possible and then studying. So whether you are studying for even 20 minutes or till 12, it doesn't matter, but you have to be consistent on that. And once you do that, once you have the habit, try to inculcate the habit of active recall and space repetition. These are the only four things that would mostly help you. I think I have taken much time, but in summary, this is all the best.